Okay, we're live. Want to say hi?
Hi people, I'm gonna make a robot called remove that.
Yes, we are working on a plan for the inner body of the robot. As you guys will recall, I told you that Sphero purchased Little Bits. So basically what's happening is there isn't any support for the app that goes with R2-D2. But I knew we could get him to work. And Andy loves Star Wars.
I do too.
And we like R2-D2. So he's been excited to still try to figure out a plan to get R2-D2 to work. Yes, the lightsabers. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the idea for this part of the brick for the inside of the body. And this one's a nice one because you get some, some 3D with your brick here. Now, I'll warn you, some of the bricks in the other kits that we tinker with don't have the holes that go all the way through as this brick does. And so these are a little bit trickier to try to get to stay. One thing I found that works well, Andy, that you and I have used is the sticky tack. So we'll put it like on the legs before securing them into the breadboard. So this looks messier this time than when I first did the car because, as you guys will recall, there's one of my videos on there for Little Bits that's for a self-driving car where you just make sure that your servo motors, one is going counterclockwise, the other is going clockwise. So for this setup, I still have that going on. I've put basically the receivers on the car breadboard, and then there is a transmitter on the remote. So Andy, you want to do the honors of turning on the power for the remote?
Okay.
It's right there.
Let's see.
It's that little, remember this little tiny one. Sometimes your glasses help, but just like slide it this way. It is kind of stiff, that one. Okay, now this one, it's kind of all over the map, literally. But now if you don't set up your motors the way I said, then it'll just spin in circles. So hopefully, well, like so. So let's see if the remote can help us with that. There we go. Okay, you want to fiddle with that remote a bit, Andy? The slider. Yeah, the slider. Go ahead, hon. Now slide it another way and see what it'll do. Need some forward motion. Push it the other direction, maybe. There, now we're getting it, whoa, to back up. Okay, try another direction. Now get it to back up again. Maybe slide it the other way. There you go. Okay, now, whoops. Okay, let's stop this for a minute. You guys can see what starts to happen. It will start to fall apart, besides the fact that everything's not
See?
packed down. Yeah, that's what it will do. And it'll stick there. And then Damon had done a fancier version of this where he's using more than one of these sliders because he was able to get front wheel drive too with a base. So we're going to try to get him to demonstrate that car, and that's why these have ties. The way he did it was he got them all tied down very neatly with these twist ties. That's another idea for people who don't know what to do. I've also noticed that sometimes people might use, basically you can use wire, whatever you can find around the house, but the twist ties are coated. So that's kind of nice. So you want to try that again? Hang on, let's put this power. Actually, let's try something different. Let's try both of them this direction, Andy, and see what happens. So this would be both of the servos for each rear wheel are on clockwise. So let's turn this on, and then you use the slider and see if it does anything different for us. Now go all the way in one direction, all the way in the other direction, all the way, all the way, all the way. Okay, we're only getting spin. And that's mainly because it would make sense, right? They're both going the exact same direction. I'm going to turn this off so I can secure it. But I did notice that these do stay on the open holes better. And the nice thing about the open hole breadboards is then you can take those twisty ties, which is what Damon had done when he did a, you know, with his axle, and he extended it and had the front wheel drive, and he had that one hooked up to a transmitter. At any rate, yeah, you can tie them down better that way. Now let's put this on variable. On your servos, or not your servos, I'm sorry, these are the DCs. This would be your DC motor. You also have the option of a variable speed right in the middle. So let's see what that does. Are you ready, Andy? Use your slider. All the way the other direction. It's cool, you can get some speed out of it. Now go this way with it, like this way. Cool, huh? Okay, now let's see how fast it will go. Let's turn this off. Let's see how fast it will go when they're both going separate directions. One put on clockwise, the other on counter clockwise for your DC motor. Okay. Go ahead.
Why would they like go to any other?
Oh, wait. Now go. Whoa. Whoa. No, go the other way. Go the other way. The other way. Nope, the other way.
Yeah.
So it won't move the other way, is that the deal? Okay, it only goes backwards. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. Go again? Okay, so the guess would be, now let's stop it for a minute. Let's try the reverse for each wheel. Or for each motor. Yeah, which would correlate. So we're doing the opposite. The other one on counter and another on clockwise. Okay, now go. Yeah, here, come here, Chloe. Chloe loves when we tinker with this. And she'll usually sit and stare even when it's not moving. Okay, start moving it. She might come back if she sees it moving. Chloe, look at your car. There, so that's the deal. If you want, obviously, if you want it to go forward, then you have to figure out, you know, which wheel is going to go counterclockwise, the other counter, and they all, each of them must go the opposite. Okay, bring it back in and let's see if we can get Chloe to look at it. Okay, so the bad thing is once you pick it up, we'll see if Chloe will look at it, if I can hold her attention long enough, right? Here, Chloe. If you would have been a little boy kitty like I thought you were when I first saw you, we could have named you Tesla. Okay, go ahead, honey. Make it move. The other way. Okay, let's try to reset. When in doubt, just on and off. Give you an on. This one really sticks. There. All right, ready? Chloe. Try the slide. Okay, we've got something not properly. Ah, I see what it is. Okay, go ahead. Chloe. Look. Where's your car? She was interested in it until the camera started rolling, just like the children are. Okay, so the idea for the robot then is to build that basically over here. So let's go ahead and stop that. Let's stop rolling the camera. So if you want to tell them goodbye, hun. We'll see if we can put this into the inner workings over here. We'll rebuild this out and have it still connect to the sound module. You ready to turn it off? Okay, let's turn the camera off first so we can let them go. Want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Thank you for watching.
No question.